You can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard the tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. On Conan this week, Matt LeBlanc was on there. And Matt's had an amazing life. But man, I would never have believed this story to come out of his mouth. He was talking on Conan about a time that he had met Sharon Osbourne back in 2012. This is not long ago. This is 2012.
Jeez, math is correct. 7 years ago.
Yeah. So 7 years ago, Matt LeBlanc meets Sharon Osbourne, and she offered to take him home for a threesome with her and Ozzy.
Nice.
And I run into Sharon Osbourne, and I say, oh, my God, I'm such a big fan of your husband's. Sure. He is so awesome.
Yeah.
And this is what she says to me with a completely straight face. She didn't take any time. Like, immediately she goes, oh, that's great. Maybe after this you come back to the house and we'll have a threesome. She was obviously, hopefully kidding.
Wow. See, that's the thing. You know, was she?
Right. Well, Ozzy had this to say.
I just made my mind one day. I've always out of my mind for so long.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, that clears it up.
Yeah. I'm going to start doing that now. Whenever someone comes up to me like, man, I love the show. BJ's awesome. Like, hey, you should come in studio sometime and have a threesome.
Oh, yeah, that'll go over really well.
And see what people say. Maybe that's like our stock answer anytime someone says they're a fan of our husband.
Yeah. Man, I love the fact, though, that because we live in a well-connected world, it doesn't take long for this to get back to Sharon and for Sharon to have a response, which she did on the talk yesterday.
I was... Is this kidding? If he'd have gone for it, I'd have called my husband and said, listen, I would have loved to have filmed it.
You know, I mean, what is she, 102 years old now? I mean,
she looks good.
I know, but she's old. I mean,
well, yeah, and she's had a lot of stuff done.
Yeah, I feel like she was kidding. I want to believe that she wasn't kidding, but now that I thought maybe this was like during the Friends time. I would have believed this if it was Joey from back in Friends in the 90s, but it was 2012 and not that long ago.
But okay, I mean, there's a lot of times where you'll say something kind of flirty in your single days, right? And then you say it to somebody and they don't react well, and you're like, oh, I was just kidding. Is it one of those things where she's like, I'm kidding, but if you take me up on it, it's no longer a joke and it's a reality.
Yes, I know what you're saying. Yeah. I wish I could have been there to just, to catch the whole thing. I mean, unless Matt was hamming it up, because he was like, I hope she was joking.
I mean, she's 66 and he's 51.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, wow, they're not as far apart in age as I thought. I can't help but keep thinking of Matt back in the Friends days, but that was a long time ago. Matt is. Yeah. Every time I see commercials for, what is it, the Man of those People or whatever.
Man with a Plan.
Yeah, every time I see it, I'm like, oh, I forget how old he is.
It's a fun show.
Is it? Is it a good show?
Yeah, it's one of our sitcoms that we watch that will probably get canceled, but I enjoy it.
Yeah, I liked him on episodes, which I feel like now every sitcom he does is kind of like what they were making fun of on the show episodes. Since he was on a show called Pucks, and he was like a hockey coach, but it was like a fake sitcom for the show.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, I haven't heard about that one.
But I watch it, and because when I see the commercials from Man with a Plan, I'm like, It kind of looks like what he was doing when they were making fun of a sitcom when he was like doing this show called Pucks or whatever. I was like, okay.
I mean, it's your run-of-the-mill sitcom.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but we enjoy it whenever it shows up on the DVR and we have nothing else to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Sharon Osbourne nowadays. Would you?
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, definitely. I mean, she's only 66. She's not that much older than me, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and yeah, she's had a lot of work done. I just, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, she's not really my type.
Speaking of Sharon and Ozzy, though, later on today, we're going to be having the guy that played Ozzy Osbourne on The Dirt.
Whoa, very nice.
Which is going to be really, really fun to go to chat with him. It's Tony Cavallero.
Yeah, and Tony, by the way, it's great because I can't wait to talk to him because he's nothing like Ozzy.
No.
Talk about a guy playing a character that he is nothing like. It's pretty amazing.
But he's a rocker, dude. I mean, it's obvious. Like, you could tell, like, he's into some rock music.
Yeah, a little bit. But he's also an Eagle Scout, and he's really, he went to the military academy. I mean, the guy has had a completely different life than Ozzy.
And he plays Dewey in Nickelodeon School of Rock.
Yeah, which was a fun show, too. I mean, he's done good work on that. It's just that, the way Ozzy's lived his life and the way Tony's lived his life, it's definitely two different paths.
But I would say, I think all of us have seen it now. Vicky, you just saw The Dirt. I would say that scene steals. And there's a lot of great scenes in the film, but that's the scene.
You don't expect it. Right. You don't expect that to be like, oh my God, that scene was epic.
That's a scene that when you read the book, you would think, okay, they're making the movie. You might work Ozzy into the film, but you're not doing that scene.
And they did that scene.
And they did it, and it was awesome.
Yeah, they really, really did.
And he nailed his voice, too, which I thought was freaking awesome. I want to see a movie, like, not the sequel to The Dirt, but another movie, same people and everything, of just Ozzy.
Oh, no, it's like actually now it's starting to swell up after people are starting to see The Dirt.
You sure you want to use swell up?
That's probably not the right word.
Not the right word to use.
But there's a lot of people trying to campaign for Netflix to do an Ozzy movie and cast Tony as Ozzy again.
Good for him.
Because he was that good, and it was just so trippy to see him as Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
My mind one day.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I want to see that. It'll be awesome. Yeah, he's joining us at 9:15.
Yeah. So Rev is not too happy. We talked about this, and it'll be, I think, on today's BJ Shea Geek Nation podcast. We talk about the fact that Avengers fans are debating this theory that Ant-Man. Now, Ant-Man, if you watch the movies, Rev is not happy about
what
this.
Happened?
I had to bring it to the main show. He was so upset when we were recording the podcast. I was like, we got to talk about this in the main show.
Does it have to do with Thanos?
Okay, it does to do with
Yes, it does, actually.
It has to do with Thanos' Thanos. So, if you don't know Ant-Man, because maybe you don't follow superhero movies, Ant-Man is basically a guy that can shrink to the size of an ant. And even smaller. Yeah.
Whoa.
And then he can also enlarge himself, and he can become a giant as well. So, he can go backwards and forwards when it comes to his abilities. So people are saying that, maybe Ant-Man could easily defeat Thanos by basically flying into his backside, then growing really big.
God,
basically, right into his Thanos.
If they end the movie that way, that is the greatest Marvel movie of all time.
I will throw my soda at the screen.
I want that to happen now. I so want that to happen.
I've been sending Rev all the memes, and he keeps getting madder and madder.
Listeners are sending me these things, too. I get so many of these stupid memes of Ant-Man going into Thanos. It's not funny.
It is fun.
Not funny.
So to summarize, Rev loves having these sent to him at Rev and Fuego on Twitter.
Yes. The more the merrier.
And the reason being is that most people, they don't really root for the bad guy. The Rev does. The Rev loves Thanos. It's his favorite character of all time. And so the idea that he would be violated by Ant-Man is pissing Rev off.
But so Thanos is a rather strong individual, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, plus he's got the gauntlet.
Well, what if all of a sudden they come up with this idea like, Ant-Man, this is what you need to do. You go crawl up there and then blow up. But then when he crawls up there, he realizes this is a Shrinkty that's way too strong for him.
Ooh.
And Ant-Man dies.
You got to give up the body, Steve.
I'm cool with that.
Got to do it anyway.
Now you're okay.
Yeah, now I'm fine with that.
None of this is going to happen because it's a Disney movie.
Yeah, I know.
Super Shrinkty. Well, he did kick the Hulk's ass. So, I mean, if he's able to punch the Hulk with a strong hand, you can have a strong sphincter, can't you?
But he didn't put his fist somewhere.
Well,
not yet.
And I mean, this seems kind of more suitable for a Deadpool movie if you've seen Deadpool 2.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I love that, actually, as much as Rev is pissed off about this, last summer an interviewer actually did talk to Paul Rudd, who plays Ant-Man, about this whole thing.
Marvel saw the post about how Ant-Man could defeat Thanos by crawling into his and instantly growing in size, and that's why they didn't put him in the movie.
It would work, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
He can grow 65 feet.
It's true, but I almost think it's a question for Thanos. If there's one thing we learned from Infinity War, is that Thanos can take a lot of punishment.
You gotta wonder, like
you do.
I mean, you're a screenwriter. I mean, surely you got to think of the logic of the story and the plot. I mean,
yeah,
that would have in story conferences.
You do have to think about the rating.
Yeah, this ain't NC-17, guys.
Well, but they've done movies where, they've gone into people's bodies. So, I mean, they could just go, well, we're going to go in. They could go through a tear duct. I mean, there's so many ways to go in there.
Ear, nose, or a certain other spot where certain liquid comes out of you.
Yeah, it's just funny, though. It would be funny if they went right into his Thanos, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
that's the thing. There's many places he could go, but you got to go into Thanos' Thanos.
Someone says we need to look at Josh Brolin's Instagram right now. He plays Thanos, and he made a post of him on the toilet, and he's playing into the meme. It's pretty hilarious.
Oh, that's awesome. I haven't seen that. By the way, Avengers Endgame is 182 minutes long, people. That's over 3 hours. Congratulations.
Wow. I'm cool with it.
I will not see it when it comes out. All my friends want to see it when it comes out. I won't. I'm going to wait until the week after. I'll take Joey D's. I'll have the Run P app ready to go. I'll probably be leaving multiple times.
3 hours?
3 damn hours.
That's a 2-bucket of popcorn movie.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Danny's showing me the Instagram post of Josh
Wow.
Brolin.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fully on the crapper, BJ.
Yeah, there's Brolin's legs right there.
Hashtag Thanos marketing push. Hashtag flush Ant-Man. Hashtag 50%.
Yeah, flush Ant-Man.
Wow. Look at Josh. Dude, and he's really on the toilet, and it looks like he ain't got nothing on.
I respect that.
Oh my God, I want to hear what he sounds like.
Rev, you need to find the audio of that.
Oh, that is wrong.
Oh my God.
That is the best post ever. That is the greatest. For Josh Brolin, you know what? Now I'm rooting for Thanos.
He's my favorite person of all time right now.
That's fantastic. Yeah. And he was also, Josh Brolin also was Cable in the Deadpool 2 movie. I mean, so he was really good in that as well.
Here's Brolin.
As he's trying to flush out Ant-Man. Okay.
Yep.
This is awesome. Jesus.
Throw some turtle sounds in there.
That is some Thanos. Wow. Well, and we started this whole show off by congratulating the Mariners because they didn't stink in the pink. Just remember that. Yeah. Okay.
I like turtles.
Okay. It's a mashup nobody ever expected. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's Amelia Clark joining the fray. Winter's almost coming. Oh, maybe I shouldn't use that term like that. So no. There's Anna Faris. A classic. Okay. Oh, Tony Romo with the play-by-play. All righty. Come on. Come on. We can't.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
All righty. Oh, that's the show, kids. Done our bit for God and country today, haven't we? Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.
Go Mariners.
Okay. Hey, we got the Seattle company that's doing a thing I love, okay? Because we're about to come up to a day that I can't stand. So this Seattle company is banning pranks on April Fool's Day. I'm going to tell you why at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. So be careful this weekend because we always forget this time of year. April Fool's Day
is
on Monday, of course, and you might see some people like really gearing up and maybe doing stuff Saturday and Sunday, trying to trick you into thinking that, it's not April Fool's.
Planting the seed.
Yeah. How about this? Microsoft has just announced that they have banned April Fool's pranks for this year. How about that? Microsoft said, we're done. It's over.
Now, I'm curious, is this an internal banning, like, okay, with the coworkers, or is this we're not doing any April Fool's pranks with our Microsoft brand?
That's a good question, because this marketing chief for Microsoft wrote a memo that I don't think you and I were supposed to be privy to.
Oh, we know some people over there. Bill, some guy named Bill. Yeah, Bill G at Microsoft sent us this.
So he says, data tells us that these stunts have limited positive impact and can actually result in unwanted news cycles. We have more to lose than gain by attempting to be funny on this one day. Now, you might say, okay, really, Microsoft marketing guy, really? But if you don't remember, a few years ago on April Fool's Day, Google added this GIF of a minion dropping the mic to everyone's Gmail, and apparently this backfired so badly it got some people fired from their jobs because it was not well received at all.
I don't even remember that.
I don't either.
So I mean, it didn't hurt them.
People got gassed, though. I guess enough people complained.
I'm trying to look back on just on a website of companies' best April Fool's pranks, because I'm kind of on your page. I mean, sometimes a fun, quick one, fine, but sometimes some of these April Fool's pranks are just over the top and ridiculous.
The one the one that I remember was on my damn show, and it was our old producer Brad. Yep. Faked his death and got his mother, his girlfriend, all these people in on it. To actually go, dude, we lost him today. And I'm like, didn't
they also have he wanted his girlfriend wanted you to play his song?
Yeah, she did. That's what I knew.
What was the song?
Oh God, I can't remember. It was a really cheesy song. It was really stupid.
Was it the Pina Colada song?
That's right. That's what it was.
Wow.
That's it.
That's how he got you to play this song.
I go, wait, this is your song? I got to give his girlfriend credit, because she wasn't a professional actor or actress, but she really pulled off. She would not break character. She was just like, I'm so sad. I'm going to miss him so much. And then she said, play our song. And then that was the song she said was their song, which is basically a song about infidelity. People want to cheat on each other.
One time, I think on the old show, we did something where we were having a big parade and inviting everyone out to go to that parade. I was always opposed to these things, and it got to the point where people were like, I'm at the place, I don't see the parade. And it was kind of funny because you look at the date on the calendar, guy. There's a reason why there's no parade.
See, I hated all that kind of stuff, because you made your listeners look like idiots, and then they're the ones that went out and did stuff. I'd be pissed.
I heard Jerry Seinfeld one was a big one, too. We had a Jerry Seinfeld impersonator. People came in studio to audition for something, and wow, and he would just trash them.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Wow. I remember one radio station here when Titanic was big. They said that Leonardo DiCaprio was at a local hotel, and then so that hotel got flocked, just bombarded by people freaking out.
I bet they love that.
Oh yeah. That's one of those ones that didn't end up too good for them.
My favorite that we did in Albuquerque, because I worked on a pop station, was we leaked Justin Bieber's number by accident, because we were supposed to have an interview with him, but we just set up a Google Voice number, and you could do it any area code, and it was a Los Angeles number, and people were calling in. And so then on April Fool's, we played all of the audio of people leaving him weird messages. It got really weird.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of like that idea.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, only because you get to hear the people's weird messages. I think that's cool.
That, and it's harmless.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're not asking people to drive
unless they're
anywhere.
in the closet about loving Justin Timberlake or Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber, yeah.
That's
one of those Justins.
I got Timberlake on the brain.
Yeah, you do.
All the time.
All the time.
Well, you got the better Justin, at least, on the brain.
Can I do a PSA real quick about April Fools? If you're a lady, don't post the I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
It's just stupid and overdone, and it's just not cool, especially if people I have a few friends in my life that are trying to have kids and they can't right now, or for whatever reason they're not ready, or it just sucks.
So can I respond? I just thought you were fat. What, can I do that instead? Is my own April Fool back to that?
Yeah,
no, you can respond back. That makes sense. I thought you've been putting on some weight.
You know what? Yes.
Yeah.
Do it.
Thank you.
Because it's overdone. Okay.
Vicky gave me permission to be
I'm giving you permission. That's
just on April 1st.
All right.
on
perfect.
April 1st. Yes.
All right. All you people that want to pretend you're pregnant, guess what?
Dude, I'm
coming for
That
you.
is the best way to just shut down their April Fool's prank. If you're like, wow, we were just talking about how you look like you've been putting on some pounds.
Makes some sense. Congratulations. You're now eating for 2. You look like it. You look like you're eating for a lot more, actually.
I forgot about this one. You remember when Burger King, they promoted a chocolate Whopper?
No.
Yeah.
What?
It was chocolate on chocolate with chocolate and a side of chocolate.
Dude, that looks really good.
And the Whopper was made of chocolate.
Dude, that looks really good.
With like shaved chocolate on it.
Why isn't that a real thing?
Because I don't think that would be very good, BJ.
I think it will look. Look, I've had rich chocolate desserts before. I'm willing to try a chocolate Whopper.
April Fool's Energizer Bunny, they had Peeps. Energizer Peeps to sell.
Listen, to me, that doesn't sound like an April Fool's joke.
A lot of these times, I think they're just trying to put out some weird marketing to see if it catches.
Yeah.
And if it does, maybe they'll actually put it out.
In honor of our new T-Mobile park, which is still the same old park. But anyways, I guess T-Mobile, they did their April Fool's prank once was the world's first smart shoe phone. And it was a pink Chucks.
See, now, a guy like me, and anybody that watched the movie as well.
Magenta, sorry.
Yeah, pardon me. A guy like me who used to watch Get Smart on the old TV show and the movie, I would think, oh, hey, makes sense.
Shoe
of course,
phone?
a shoe phone. Yeah.
Coca-Cola, they did one where they had different flavors of their Coke Zero. Avocado, sourdough, and charcoal.
Sourdough?
Sourdough's the only one I'm willing to try.
No way, man.
Here's
avocado, why not?
And the funny thing is now that with Lay's and all these guys, that isn't so far from the truth with some of the bizarre flavors of chips we've been given.
Well, and Coke now has orange vanilla?
It's good.
Is it good?
I mean, I should say I make my own. I haven't had theirs yet.
I need to try it.
I make my own with the Freestyle machine. Well, if you like a creamsicle, how can you not like an orange vanilla soda?
I don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't know what their mixture is. I'm my own freestyle Coke machine mixologist when I do what I do.
Look at you.
Yeah, that's how I do, man.
Fancy.
Yeah, I'm a fancy boy. It's my belief that I'll need to buy one of those orange vanilla Cokes and a regular Coke and then just mix them both together because I most of the time... that's what I got to do to get the flavor ratio I want.
So it says, one year my mother played an April Fool's prank where she cut off her finger. She used ketchup as blood, and my sister freaked out so bad that she started crying. The only problem, my mom did it the day before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got to do it day of.
Yeah, it's kind of brutal if not, man.
Yeah, see, day before, you're not expecting. That's why I say, guys, we're Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this weekend is April Fool's weekend. Be prepared.
Somebody says the best April Fool's prank, though, ever, and I have to agree, this was a really good one. I think they got in trouble for it. It was Almost Live, the old sketch comedy show.
Oh, yeah.
On K5, and they reported that the Space Needle collapsed.
They got in a lot of trouble.
Whoops.
The city was really pissed, and they just thought, we're on so late, no one's going to notice. A lot of people noticed and started calling 911.
Well, yeah, that was a very popular show. Those guys, I think that's the story they told.
Yeah,
I know that they knew everybody would notice. I mean, everybody was digging that show back in the day.
This is pretty funny. I didn't know Pornhub did an April Fool's prank where a message displayed on April 1st, and it said, now sharing on Facebook.
Oh, no.
The panic?
Oh, no.
Wow. Well, this new survey says that about a little under half of us think that April Fool's Day pranks are annoying, but that's close. I mean, we're close to 50% on that. And 42% say they're amusing, so there's a few people that are undecided about whether they're amusing or annoying, but for the most part, we're split on whether or not we like April Fool's or not, which means if about half of us are still thinking it's okay, you're going to be seeing it. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a lot of pregnant people out there, Vicky.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just that's what you got going on this weekend. So watch out for April Fools.
Oh, somebody wanted to chime in about the orange vanilla Coke.
Okay,
they say it's
have they
just
tried
like, it? Yeah, they say it's just like taking an orange creamsicle and sticking it in your Coke.
No. Well, I've never done that before, but I love Coke and I love orange creamsicles. So it seems like a marriage made in heaven.
Next time I go to the store, I'm gonna have to try it.
Yeah,
yeah.
Maybe they'll have it at the ballpark tonight
if we're lucky.
That was ominous.
Lucky. That was very ominous, Batman.
You're lucky.
Where's the orange vanilla Coke?
I might have to summon the demons to get it, but if we're lucky, we'll get one.
Yeah, what is
your
that
orange
about?
vanilla Coke? Give it to me
now.
Speaking of which, Dairy Queen is doing a orange dreamsicle dipped cone.
I saw that they were going to bring a new dreamsicle out.
Yeah, it looks delicious.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
It won't load.
Oh, I'm sure it looks like one of those things. Yeah, there it is. Looks good.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's orange cream and
that reminds me of those old push-up pops. Remember the push-up pops?
Those were great. The Flintstones ones.
Yes. And then it turned into Scooby-Doo.
I don't remember that.
What,
Yeah, they don't do
the
Flint-
pop turned into Scooby-Doo and you ate it?
It used to be the Flintstones character on the outside.
That's the special one that has acid inside of it.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, man. I
And
never
then
got those.
With the popularity of Scooby-Doo, they're now the Scooby-Doo Push Pops.
Oh, really? The Flintstones? So it's all Scooby-Doo and no Flintstones. Why doesn't Fred get any love? What happened to him?
Yeah, no one cares about
he
Flintstones
was
anymore.
kind of cranky.
They're old hat.
Are they really? Flintstones are done?
No one cares about the
They still have
Flintstones.
Fruity
What,
Pebbles?
and replace them with something new? Scooby-Doo?
Newer?
It's odd.
Yeah, that's very odd. And they still have Fruity Pebbles. So
I know, but
where's the Scooby Pebbles? They haven't done them yet.
Which one has stood up more so to the test of time?
Oh, I don't know, man. I know Scooby-Doo is super popular.
They're
and they've
still
had,
doing new episodes.
Yeah, but I feel like Flintstones is bigger.
I feel like it is too, but maybe Vicky's right.
Because
But
you're
you
old
guys
guys,
are older.
man.
Yeah, that was bigger when you
I was
were
going to
younger.
say, the Flintstones had a movie, but so did Scooby-Doo.
No,
They
but
made
I'm
a
more of
couple.
a Scooby-Doo fan. I
Yeah.
watch Scooby-Doo way more than the Flintstones. I feel like Flintstones had that very popular movie.
They're still making new Scooby-Doos?
Yeah, I mean, they're not as good as the originals.
Yeah,
but
they hung out
still
with
are.
the WWE and with Kiss. They've got lots of movies.
Yeah, they've hung out with the guys from Supernatural recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if they're still enduring, they might then at this point be as popular, if not more, than the Flintstones. Damn it, Steve. Poor Fred. He's done.
Poor Fred.
Yeah. John Goodman, he ruined it all.
Somebody says, I saw that creamsicle cone advertised, and I instantly went and got one. It was so good.
All right, now I got to go to Dairy Queen.
Wow, really twist your arm, huh?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to be good. I'm hungry right now, and I'm not going to eat anything today because we're going to T-Mobile Park tonight to watch the Mariners-Sox game. Mm-hmm. And I know I'm going to eat like a crazy person, so it's like basically I'm going to starve myself all day just to know that all my calories will be at the park.
Oh, good for you.
You're not going to do that, huh?
No.
See, I mean, but you know what? I don't know.
Every once in a while, you just kind of go off the wagon, and it's okay. Just acknowledge it.
I am going to go off the wagon tonight. I'm going off the carb wagon. I'm definitely going to be like off the keto wagon and into carb central.
Wait, are you a keto guy now?
I always have been.
Yeah, he's avoided carbs, but you still eat them, but you try.
Yeah, but
to
I mean,
avoid them.
well, that's what I'm saying. When I'm doing what I'm doing,
I've never heard you talk about being on a keto
He doesn't
diet.
call it keto.
I don't call it keto but that's what everybody's calling it now. But it's just a low carb diet. That's all
Yeah.
keto is. It's a low glycemic carb diet
And high fat, right?
You know what? That's the thing I don't do. I don't do the high fat.
The ketos.
Because a lot of the high fat has a lot of sodium, and you don't do sodium.
That's the problem. So I'm on a.
Why do I know this about you?
Yeah, right?
See, Vicky
I know
knows
his
me.
diet. I'm like your mother.
Yeah, I don't even need to ask BJ questions about himself. I'll just ask Vicky.
Hey, I never asked Vicky to be my mother. She just is everybody's mother. That's what Vicky does.
I know your shirt size.
Yeah, you do.
Your underwear size. It's weird.
You know what pant size he is?
No, but I could guess.
Don't guess. I don't want you to guess because if you guess wrong, I'm going to hate you.
34?
Oh, you know what? She knows my size.
Jeez, wow.
That's pretty good, that Vicky.
Bing, bing, bing.
Wow. All right, Vicky wins. She's like, I'm telling you, Steve, have you not noticed this about Vicky? She is a mother in training.
Only for you, though. I don't know
mother
anybody
everybody.
else's. I only know, some of the guys' shirt sizes, but I don't know their pant sizes.
Oh, what about Steve? He's probably a 32.
I don't even know what my pant size is. You have to look at my pants.
Okay, well,
Jim,
that's
look
gonna
at
be,
his pants.
That'll be somebody else's job.
It's not my job.
What do you think?
I'm not his mother. I'm going to say 28.
Whoa, 28.
No, I think I'm like a 36.
You're at 36? Dang, you look good for a 36.
I got
buddy.
these
You're
birthing
skinnier-
hips, guys.
You're skinnier than BJ,
So
though.
skinny jeans.
Yeah, pant chat.
I got
You know
wide
what? He
hips,
looks skinnier than me
Maybe a
because
30.
Yeah, you might be 32, Steve. She's right. I think you've got a.
He's just taller. That's why.
Yeah.
It's
It's
Yeah, is that
more
what it is?
proportion.
It's an optical
Danny, look
illusion?
at his butt.
I don't even know where the tag is, guys. Come over to my ass, Tanny.
I don't want to. You'll fart on me.
Kidding.
This is scintillating.
I agree, Rev. And Rev actually
April
could see.
Fools. I'm 34.
Hey. All right, fine. Let's go do this. Yesterday, Steve got this one wrong.
How many men have walked on the moon as of December 31st of 2018?
6.
No.
9.
No.
27.
No.
Oh, no, dude. 12, okay? Come on, what's wrong with you? How do you not know moon stuff?
The number of runs that the Mariners got against your Red Sox last night.
Okay, let's forget that. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs at 847 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's a question from a listener. My house is currently in foreclosure. I've stopped making payments. What can I do to save my house?
If you're already in foreclosure behind on your mortgage, you can stop the foreclosure by filing a bankruptcy. There's different types of bankruptcy. Chapter 13 can help you catch up on your house payments if you're behind. It would mean that you'd have to start making your house payments again and catch up on the amount that you're behind over 5 years. You could also take off or strip off your second mortgage, which would help you to reduce your housing payment every month, especially once you're done with the plan and done catching up on your first mortgage. We could also try to buy you some time by filing a Chapter 13 case. Filing a Chapter 13 would definitely stop your foreclosure.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.
You can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on